Namaskar viewers, myself Vikram Talwar welcome all of you on your own YouTube channel Astro Journey, a Divine Voice. Today we are going to discuss on Punarvasu Nakshatra, the seven nakshatra in the zodiac belt, part 3. And here I am going to share my PPT with all of you. Viewers, in this video we are going to discuss about the result of planets in different padas of this nakshatra. Results in nakshatra padas. Planet give different phala, that is results in each of the 27 nakshatra. These results varies from one pada to another pada of the nakshatra in which a planet is placed and the drishti of the other planet that it receives. A planet is one in one pada might give problematic results, whereas in the next pada of the same nakshatra, it can give fortunate results. Relating to the seven nakshatra, that is Punarvasu, which stretches from 80 degree to 93-degree 20 minutes of the natural zodiac, that is from 20-degree Gemini to 3-degree 20 minutes in Cancer. The easiest way to interpret result of any graha in any nakshatra is to note down its nakshatra lord and also the Rashi lord of the sign in which it is placed. These two planets will always influence the result of the planet in the nakshatra. True to the nature of the expensive Jupiter, its nakshatra lord, this Punarvasu Nakshatra piece is becoming one of the biggest article till now. So now we will discuss about the results of Sun in Punarvasu Nakshatra. If Moon aspects or is in close conjunction with the Sun, then the native may fear his relatives. Even though if the native is staying away from one's native place, one is unable to gain enough wealth. If Mars aspects or is in close conjunction, the native is lazy and remains fearful of the enemies. If Mercury aspects or is in close conjunction, the native suffers on the account of one's children but gains securities from the government. If Jupiter aspects or is in close conjunction, the native is able and an expert in Tantra Mantra and astrology. The native has difference in opinion with his wife and children. If Venus aspects or is in close conjunction with the Sun in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native goes to foreign lands, gains immense wealth and governmental support, but gets injured by weapon and fire. If Saturn aspects or is in close conjunction, the native takes to foul, impure work and is cruel to subordinates, but is responsible and dedicated towards the work. Now we will discuss about the results of Sun if it is placed in first pada, that is 20-degree Gemini to 23-degree 20 minutes in Gemini, and this pada lies in Namamsha of Aries. The native is highly educated, wealthy, and a writer of astrology books. The fortunate rises after the 8 38th year of the life. Some saint shall bless the native and bestow godly qualities. The native is loved by all. The results of sun in second pada, which is in Taurus Namamsha, from 23 degree 20 minutes in Gemini to 26 degree 40 minutes in Gemini. The native is an expert in mathematics, languages, is clever in making estimations, and is a high quality administrator. The native may gain high position in politics and social work. The complexion of the native is maybe yellow. If the sun is in the third pada from 26 degree 40 minutes Gemini to 30 degree in Gemini sign, that is in Gemini Namamsha, the native may become an administrator in the government or a minister. Help comes from political friends. The native shall remain involved with studying and writing. If the sun is placed in fourth pada from 0 degree Cancer to 3 degree 20 minutes in Cancer sign, this Namamsha falls in Cancer Namamsha. The native is afflicted with difficult disease, remains drowned in debt, and carry his life in poverty. Through, through paltry trade dealings, the debt is paid back. There is suffering from indigestion and of eye problems. Now we will going to discuss about the results of moon placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra. If the moon is aspected by the sun, the native is intelligent, honorable but poor. If Mars aspects and in close conjunction, the native is kind, intelligent, and gains wealth through science related work. If Mercury aspects the moon in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native gains may gain favors from the government. If Jupiter aspects the moon in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native's work is appreciated and respect is earned in society. If Saturn aspects the moon in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native may divorce from his wealth, family, and wife. Now the results of moon in first pada, which falls in Aries Namamsha from 20 degree Gemini to 23 degree 20 minutes in Gemini. The native's body is free from any acne and spots. The native may possess smooth, clean, and radiant skin. The native have a great and pleasant nature, is raised by two mothers. The native may has more daughters than sons. Wealth is gained number of times in life. There are adequate brothers and sisters, and the enemy fear the native. This native can multitask different activities and earns respect of the learned and the wise people. If the moon is placed in second pada in Taurus Namash from 23 degree 20 minutes in Gemini to 26 degree 40 minutes, the native is adored by the woman. Native is an expert in women's disease or of the nature of sexual disease. Native is attracted to bad habits. The works native may work as a top scientist, an ambassador, or a representative of a top enterprise. The native may marries more than once and after marriage continues to associate with other women. If the moon is placed in third pada, that is 26 degree 40 minutes in Gemini to 30 degree and falls in Gemini Navansh, the native may be clever, fond of gambling, sensual pleasure and music. The native is humble and expert in discrimination, reasoning and judgment in the subject of language and is respected. The native losses may lose happiness from father. If the moon is placed in the fourth pada, that is 0 degree Cancer to 3 degree 20 minutes in Cancer Namansh, the native may be an expert in the art of love making and is a celebrated prose writer. Native is fond of eating and has reddish eyes. The native is attracted to black and illegal money. For the same, he mortgages his wealth and possessions. The native may become the head of the family and is wealthy and respectable. If the Mars is placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra and is aspected by the Sun, the native may be very wise, wealthy, and possesses inner strength and patience. If the Mars is placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra and aspected by Moon, the native provides service in security agency or army and fills his stomach and remains happy amongst the company of women. If the Mars placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra and is aspected by Mercury, the native may be a mathematician, a lover of poetry and music, and a liar. If the Mars placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra is aspected by Jupiter, the native faces difficulty in foreign lands, but when he attains the age of 40 years, an excellent situation arises and the native remains happy thereafter. If Venus aspects the Mars in placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native spends most of the time in the company of characterless women and through criminal acts one accumulates wealth. If Saturn expects the Mars placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native is a deceiver, is lazy, and gains wealth through trade of woods and objects obtained from the jungle. If the Mars is placed in first pada, that is in Aries Namansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native gains wealth by trading in herbs. Women born in this part of the nakshatra are deceivers, stubborn, loose charactered, and riddled with disease and experts in looting others people's wealth. If the Mars is placed in second pada in Taurus Namansh, the native is skilled in warfare and envious of the progress of others. He gains wealth through sale and purchase of items and stocks, like purchase function in a company. He remains sick due to many different diseases. If the Mars is placed in third pada in Gemini Navansh, the native is forever busy in wealth and securities, the means to get more and in seeking sensual pleasures. Native has a disposition of providing service and spends money on important people of the society. If the Mars is placed in fourth pada in Cancer Namansh, then native gains wealth via writing. He enjoys life to the fullest. He remains There remains a possibility of having vehicular accidents. He has blood disorders and sexual diseases. Women have bodily difficulties. If the Mercury is placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra, if Sun aspects or in close conjunction with Mercury, if Mercury is placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra and is aspected by the Sun, the native may gains from the government, he attains high position and despite the same remains truthful. If Mercury placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra is aspected by the moon, the native is sweet spoken, brings unity to the family and maintains himself by serving the government. If Mercury placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra is aspected by the Mars, he dresses in attractive clothing and is an expert in many different art forms. If Jupiter or Venus expects the Mercury placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native may be a representative of high class people, is an effective and influential public relation officer. He may be an expert in reaching agreements by solving conflicts and defeat his enemies. If Mercury is aspected by Saturn, placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native may gain fame immediately in the field of activities, whatever he is doing, keep everyone in control, is respectful towards all, and medium rich. If the Mercury is placed in the first pada in Aries Namansh, the native earns by being a government servant. In the beginning, he may have a lower designation, but gains a higher designation later. Slowly, he gains wealth and fame. Native may have attained knowledge in multiple art and science subjects, respect others, like to live life in a peaceful manner, and may be a husband of two wives. If Mercury is placed in second pada in Punarvasu Nakshatra in Taurus Namansh, the native may has wisdom to control over one's speech, gains wealth through different type of work, and may become an astrologer. Native without any differentiation. The native remain in high position. If the Mercury is placed in third pada in Gemini Namansh, the native may live simple life, is interested in religious and in societal works, and may be a scientist. Even if the native invests extra wealth in trade, he only gains a little from it. Here, by this we mean if if the native may try to invest his savings in some other savings in some other business, or some try to create a passive income from some other businesses or other source of income, then the gains attained by the natives are not so big. If the Mercury is in fourth pada in Namansh, Cancer Namansh. The native gains wealth from one's expertise. The native may be a writer, a head of educational institution or organization, and is close to the government. He remains famous and wealthy. If the Jupiter is placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra and is aspected by the sun, the native may has finest wife, has children, and is respected by family members. If moon aspects the Jupiter placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native is a caretaker of many villages and cities, gains fame after a struggle, and always give values to sattvic values. If Mercury aspects Jupiter placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native may have a very good knowledge of Jyotish Shastra, has a fine family, and is a soft spoken one. If Jupiter placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra is aspected by Venus, the native has less wealth, remains under stress on account of women, and never makes and that native never makes a commitment. If Saturn aspects the Jupiter placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native gains from the government, is wealthy, respects everyone, and remains in a high position in the government. If Jupiter is placed in first pada in Aries Namansh, the native gains all kind of worldly pleasures and leads a respectable life. Till middle life, his family life is unhappy. Differences with wife remain on account of one's profession. One has to move to a different city due to one's work or profession. If the Jupiter is placed in second pada in Taurus Namansh, then the native may be helpful to others, is a pandit or a pujari or a priest in at some religious place. If a native may be wealthy but unhappy on the account of family members. The children of the native may be well educated and have good values. Because of the children, one's fortune rises in the middle age. His wife is a narrow minded one. If the Jupiter is placed in third pada in Gemini Namansh, the native may be a teacher or a minister. The native gains from the ministers. The native may be wealthy and well respected even in a young age. If Jupiter is placed in the fourth pada in Cancer Namansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native gains a lot of fame in one's life. Native feels a shortage of wealth and happiness. Native may feel unhappy on the account of one's family and friends, but others respect him. Native lives like a king. He has wealth, many followers, and houses. If women have this yoga in their chart, then their husband gains a lot of wealth. Venus placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra and is aspected by the sun. The native works in may work in armed forces. If moon aspects the Venus placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native loves fine food and beautiful clothes. One is fair and has long hair. If Mars respects and sorry, if Mars aspects the Venus placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native is fortunate and trades in land. If Mercury aspects the Venus in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native is decorated with many titles and has a happy family life. If Venus in Punarvasu Nakshatra is aspected by Jupiter, the native is an expert in writing. If Saturn aspects and with conjunction or in close conjunction with Venus in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native remains knowledgeable and wealthy. The native is deceived many a times, and due to less intelligence, one is made fun of and has tolerated unhappiness many a times. If the Venus is placed in first pada in Aries Namansh of Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native may have much jewelry and clothes, may be a trader of fruits and flowers, remains a leader of society and is loved by the people. If Venus is placed in second pada in Taurus Namansh of Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native may be a procrastinator. The native does not take part in any work and yet remains curious about it. The native has to struggle against his unsuspecting mind. If the Venus placed in second pada in Gemini Namansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native may be wealthy and knowledgeable. The native changes his profession quite often and is appointed at a special position in the government. The native remains a top-notch government officer, administrator, or a educator. The native's wife is in a similar trade, has fine qualities, and entertains good values. Venus in fourth pada, placed in fourth pada in Cancer Navansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native leads life happily. He is especially happy in his married life. The native's wife and children are obedient and talented. Native gains respect and becomes wealthy. Native is interested in others people's work. The native gains less happiness from one's own family. If the Saturn is placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra and aspected by the sun, the native finds no happiness. He remains with the lower class of people. And if the Saturn is aspected by moon, the native has an attractive personality, powers, and a respectable position and gains from the government. If the Saturn is placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra and aspected by the Mars, the native may have knowledge of the ancient wisdom and customs and science. If Saturn placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra is aspected by the Mercury, the native is good in trading, has knowledge of science, and customs and science. If the Saturn placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra is aspected by the Jupiter, the native has good qualities, is wealthy, and remains in service to the government or highly reputed person. If the Saturn placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra is aspected by Venus, the native may be a trader of gold and bronze, gains from ladies, but remains sorrowful on account of wife. Saturn placed in first pada in Aries Namash, the native gains through gambling. Native leads his life through technical work. When we say that native may gain through gambling, here it may be taken into account that he may gain from the trading of commodity, from speculation, from shares and all. Native lead his life through technical work because of illegal activities. He takes on debts and cause a sympathetic situation to arise. If the Saturn is placed in second pada In Taurus Namansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native earns through interest, that is generated by giving money to the other people on loan, and he takes that interest and enjoys it. Native engages in small big trade and lead his life. The native may remain engaged in building houses. If the Saturn placed in third pada in Gemini Namansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native remains satisfied in his trade. The native is excited and hardworking in chemical trade and alchemy. People in high position work under him. If the Saturn is placed in the fourth pada in Cancer Namansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native remains short or medium structured but is attractive. His health suffers in childhood. The native does not receive parental love. The native may help others but remains tense and stressed. If Rahu Maharaj is placed in Purnavasu Nakshatra in first pada in Aries Namansh, the native may be a clever in his estimation, expert in his work, and remains attached with writing, education, and trade. If the native may have swelling on his hands, feet, and ears. The native are afflicted by vata caused problems. If the Rahu Maharaj is in the second pada in Taurus Namansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native is kind-hearted, wears high quality, expensive clothes, is successful in science, research work, and gains fame in it. The native remains involved in trade of cloth, gold, or bronze and earns through interest too. If the Rahu is placed in third pada in Gemini Namansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native's memory is very sharp. He may have a photogenic memory. The native remains satisfied. The native has differences in opinion and ideology from his family members. The native may remains involved in work in finance, planning commission, or registrar's office in the government. If the Rahu Maharaj is placed in the fourth pada in Cancer Namansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native has expertise in writing stories. The native is an extraordinary astrologer. The native may be a distinguished mathematician and remains in touch with suspicious characters. If the Ketu Maharaj is placed in Punarvasu Nakshatra in the first pada in Aries Namansh, then the native is wealthy, has children, and is long lived. Native is inclement, inimical to his siblings, but maintains good behavior. If the Ketu Maharaj is placed in second pada in Taurus Namansh, the native is diseased, physically, maybe physically challenged, or has a weak heart. The native born into a maybe born into a wealthy family, but he lives like a pauper. The native may be an orphan or is sent to an orphanage by his own father. If the Ketu Maharaj is placed in the third pada in Gemini Namansh in Punarvasu Nakshatra, the native may marry twice. Native remains in monetary troubles. The native's both wives seems like enemies to him. The native has many children. The native dies either by heart trouble or commits suicide. If the Ketu Maharaj is placed in the fourth pada In Cancer Novansh, the native may be hardworking, but his income may remain less, despite of doing hard work. The native may leads his life with hard work. The native gains happiness through the efforts of wise children. So, friends, here we put on the end on the discussion of Punarvasu Nakshatra. If you people find my efforts worthy of liking my videos, sharing it, and subscribing my channel, so please support my channel, subscribe it, like it, and share it with others so that the notification of all the videos uploaded by me may reach you at the earliest. Thank you so much.